That was one of Buzz's strengths. Nothing daunted him. We were all extremely young, our first jobs, and enthusiastic. And if we wanted to try something, we could.
To describe Buzz.
You know, for me, he was just incredibly generous.
Mm-hmm.
Very generous.
Direct. He didn't mince words with me anyway, and but he was always available to talk to. Did you say generous? After we opened our own studio, I started getting a lot of people calling and contacting us from LA. I started asking because there seemed to be this influx, and 9/10 of them were Buzz. He had just recommended that people contact us, and I got to know Buzz later. And it was wonderful. It kills me he never visited our studio up in White Plains. I would have loved to have had him come up because I was just starting to get to know him in a different way. But he was generous, very generous. I used to work with a guy named Jan Spojak. Jan would work late at night, and Buzz would kind of wander in, and they'd just hang out and talk. And Jan just found that so terrific because he really admired Buzz's mind. He thought Buzz was brilliant. Mm-hmm. And I only knew Buzz as a boss. But when I got to know him a little bit better at Buzzco, I started to see what Jan was talking about. This is the first studio I had worked at, first staff job I had ever had, so everything was new. But to see somebody like Buzz work was very interesting because I didn't see him as the left side of the brain.
Where Hal began to gravitate, to stay with commercials, Buzz was really interested in the long form. Saturday Night Live was on three times a month. Weekend would come on about once, and they would have these little animated bits, and you guys did 200 of them or something like that.
I'm going to go back to the generous thing about Buzz and about really the whole place, which was those were the most exciting things for me. I don't remember doing music. I don't even remember, but I do remember. It was the beginning for me of this is really what I want to tell little stories. I didn't know how I was going to get there. I didn't know which path I was going to choose. I had a job, so I was so happy right now. But I remember those story meetings that if you had an idea, no idea was a bad idea. For what a writer's room really became later in my life and how to deal with a writer's room and how to nourish people who, I was an assistant editor. I mean, I was just sort of there. And they were like, if you have an idea, throw it out. We'll keep working on these projects. And then, and it was just, that was for me so incredibly exciting.
Actually, about Jan and about Buzz, that party that's in the slideshow, he turned to me at one point, he goes, he's paying the salary of everybody sitting in this room and their kids. He's feeding this whole place.